This is on Blu-ray. It's not too bad. This picture's pretty clean. It's a pretty dark room. I mean, it's about lunchtime outside. It's daylight. Bit of light coming in through the side there. The projector isn't too bad. It's has its faults. When you go to keystone correct it, you will get a bit of blurring on the top and the bottom, going up or down, and on the sides there's a little bit of blurriness just on the outside of it. Overall, it's not too bad if you're watching Blu-ray discs. TV is a little bit so-so, it's not too bad, but I'll switch it over to TV and let you have a look at it. It's not too bad with TV. Clarity is pretty good. There's no blurriness or anything with movement. It's not too sharp, but yeah, it's alright. It's pretty good. This is a brand from ALDI. It's got a little white dot in the top corner, top left corner, that might be a bit of a speck on the outside of the projector itself, but I'll have a look at that later. Again, it's got a bit of light from outside. It's not a good projector to be using in daylight. That's one of its faults also.
There goes Quadranero's power coupling.
Look, here he comes.
It looks like Skywalker's moving up the field.
What I found with the projector was that I've had to zoom it in by 2, so that's on the zoom function, your 1 and 2, just to fit it onto the screen. I've hooked up the USB to it, but for some reason I can't, it's not reading it. It did read it at first, and if you do hook it up to a USB, it will freeze and probably nothing will come up on the screen. Your projector will run, it'll have a blue screen, but it won't. There won't be nothing showing on your screen itself. I'll let it run for about 1 or 2 minutes, and then it finally come up with the menu that no USB device was detected. Now I was using a little Passport Western Digital hard drive connected to a USB, little external drive, and it didn't pick that up. So yeah, so if you're having troubles and you hook up a USB device to it, just give it a couple of minutes for it to recognise. If it doesn't recognise it, then it'll just come back up to the menu screen, which will have your music, movies, text and all that on-screen display from the projector. But yeah, just turn your projector off and then turn it back on again, and then go to your source button and see how it goes from there. But overall, I'm not too surprised with the picture clarity. It's pretty good. It's just there's a little bit of blurring on the top left hand corner, just where you keystone correct it. That's where you'll have just a little bit of that blurriness. But yeah, if you play anything other than a Blu-ray DVD in it, you won't get a very good picture quality coming through the projector. As for the noise of it, it is pretty loud. Up close to it, probably say a foot from it, it's close to about 45 decibels. Because we've got high ceilings here in this house, it's not too bad. And when you do go to sit down, you're probably a good 2 meters, well over 2 meters away from it, and it drops down to about just over 25 decibels. That's not too bad once you turn the volume up on the movie itself. Now I've got surround sound set up.
Well, looks like we're going to have to improvise.
And the sound does get drowned out with the sound effects and everything from the movie.
Outstanding. Installing your system is a humble one for the purpose of this mission, and so we appreciate your patience, Doctor. Kowalski, we know you don't care about things like this, but for your information, this delay is not going to be long enough for you to break Anatoly Soloveyev's spacewalking record. It seems like you're going to be left
75 minutes shy? Never crossed my mind.
Matt,